I'm Caris Cobb at Future Print, and we are here on day 2 of CCE, and I'm delighted to be here with Rob from Xaar. Rob, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us who you are and a bit about your role.
Hi, well, I'm Rob Ison. I've been with Xaar now for 27 years. I started in R&D. I've worked in helping our customers integrate our products into their machinery, and I'm now a product manager for Xaar.
Fantastic. And so here at CCE, there's a great conference program that Future Print has been involved in curating. And I know your colleague Thomas Cherney was speaking about ultra-high viscosity. So that's obviously a kind of a key topic for Xaar at the moment. Why don't you talk to us about why that's important, why that's what you've been talking about here at CCE?
Well, there's a number of advantages with ultra-high viscosity. It enables much better properties within the ink. For instance, mechanical properties such as scratch resistance and toughness can be improved with the formulation. Ultra-high viscosity capability radically shifts the ink formulation constraints that were previously there and enables much better properties within the ink.
Fantastic. So it's helping overcome some of those challenges.
Yeah, especially in terms of curing times. For instance, aqueous inks with our new Aquinox print head and its compatibility with water-based fluids means you can have higher pigment and a lower water ratio, which could give massive savings in energy required to dry it, possibly up to half.
Well, and I suppose that's so key at the moment. Everybody's looking at their businesses, looking at saving those costs, and that's something that this can help with.
Costing reduction of energy these days in today's climate, that would be massive.
And so we talked about overcoming those limitations. What traditionally have been those limitations that ultra-high viscosity can help overcome?
Unlike analogue, digital printing has generally been limited by the viscosities of the fluid. That's generally been about 25 centipoise. With water-based fluids, it's down at 10 centipoise or even lower in the majority of cases. With our type of new technology and our ImagineX platform, we're able to jet viscosities up to 100 centipoise at jetting temperature. So that's a significant step in what was previously attainable. Combine that with a higher jetting temperature, and we can jet viscosities up to 1,000 centipoise at room temperature. So it really is a step-changing capability.
Yeah, really significant difference in those capabilities.
For sure, yeah.
Fantastic. And I think it's important to touch on the kind of eco advantage. We have eco print coming up. We're talking a lot about sustainability. Is this something that can support people's sustainability goals?
Oh, for sure, yeah. If you think about the cost of the reduction in energy that's required to dry some of these inks, because we can put more pigment in and a smaller ratio of water, that means that the drying energy could be reduced by up to half.
Wow.
In today's climate, that's a massive savings.
Yeah, a huge difference.
Yeah.
And it's those, we've talked a lot about those kind of sustainability savings that are not only good for the planet, but make good business sense as well, because they're making those savings.
Yes, for sure, definitely.
And so let's talk specifically about the technology in Xaar print heads that help with this.
Well, there's 3 main technologies in the Xaar heads that enable this ultra-high viscosity printing. Firstly, our actuator. It's really efficient. It uses chevron PZT and shear mode actuation. That means the drop ejection is really efficient, meaning for the energy that you put in, the output is really good. That means that helps to jet the higher viscosities. Our Xaar's through-flow technology with our high recirculation rate means the actuator doesn't have to act like a pump to continually prime the channels. So that means more of the energy in the actuator can be used to eject the drop, giving the higher viscosities. And lastly, our waveforms, our optimized waveforms are resonant waveforms, meaning they're very efficient too, and that energy again can be used to help jet the higher viscosity fluids.
Wow, so a really interesting step forward in that technology.
Yeah, it's all our ImagineX platform.
Fantastic. And so, Rob, if someone wants to find out more about the ultra-high viscosity technology or about Xaar's work more generally, what can they do?
Well, they can contact me, or they can contact one of our business development managers, or, of course, contact us via the Xaar website at xaar.com.
Fantastic. Rob, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today.
Thank you for the opportunity.